Hello everyone. In today's video, we are going to solve more questions on position vectors. Let's get started. Relative to an origin O, the position vector of A is 3, 4 and the position vector of B is 5, 5. The points A, B and C are such that BC vector is equal to 2 times of AB vector. Find the position vector of C. Now let's do this question here. Position vector of A, that means they gave us OA is equal to 3, 4 in the form of a column vector. Position vector of B, that means they gave us OB is equal to 5, 5. Now they gave us that BC is equal to 2 times of AC. BC is equal to 2 times of AB. Now write down in the position vector form. This can be written as OC minus of OB, that is equals to 2 times of OB minus of OA. Now move this OB on right hand side. So the vector OC will be written as OB vector plus 2 times of OB vector minus of OA vector. Now let's open the bracket here first. So that will be written as 2 times of OB minus 2 times of OA. So OB and OB, it will give you 2 plus 1 will give you 3 times of OB vector minus of 2 times of OA vector. Let's substitute the values here. OB vector is 5, 5 minus 2 times of OA vector is 3, 4. Now we do the scalar multiplication here, so that can be written as 15, 15 minus of 6 and 8. Now let's solve it here. That will be 15 minus 6 and 15 minus 8. So that will be equal to 9 and 7. So that will be your answer for the position vector of C. Let's see one more example. Relative to an origin O, the position vector of A is 4i minus 2j and the position vector of B is lambda I plus 2j. The unit vector in the direction of AB is 0.3i plus 0.4j. Find the value of lambda. Now, they gave us the position vector of A. That means OA is written as 4 minus 2 in the form of a column vector. The position vector of B they gave us as lambda 2. Now, they gave us the unit vector in the direction of AB. So, the unit vector in the direction of AB will be written as the vector AB divided by the modulus of AB. Now, first I need to find out the vector AB. So, the vector AB can be written as in the position vector form OB minus OA. Now, let's substitute the values here. OB is basically lambda 2 minus of OA. OA is 4 minus 2. So if you solve it here, it will be lambda minus 4 over 2 minus of minus 2. So it will be lambda minus 4 over 2 plus 2. That is equals to lambda minus 4 over 4. Now I need to find out the modulus of AB. So the mod of AB can be written as root of lambda minus 4 the whole square plus 4 square. Now I need to write down the unit vector. So the unit vector is given by the vector AB. So I will write down the vector in form of I and j. So that will be written as lambda minus 4i plus 4j over modulus of AB, which is lambda minus 4 the whole square plus 16. Now, it is given that the unit vector is equal to 0.3i plus 0.4j. Let's substitute the value on left hand side. It will be 0.3i plus 0.4j. That will be equal to lambda minus 4i divided by root of lambda minus 4 the whole square plus 16. I am separating the numbers. So that will be written as 4 over root of lambda minus 4 the whole square plus 16j. Now I can equate the left hand side and right hand side separately. So that can be written as 0.3 is equal to lambda minus 4 divided by root of lambda minus 4 the whole square plus 16. So this will be my first equation. Now if I compare j, that can be written as 0.4 is equal to 4 over root of lambda minus 4 the whole square plus 16. So this is my second equation. From first, if we find out the value of lambda minus 4 the whole square plus 16 by switching off the position, so the value of this is written as lambda minus 4 over 0.3. Now I will substitute this value in equation number 2. So from 2 we have 0.4 is equal to 4 over lambda minus 4 over 0.3. I substituted the value in place of root of lambda minus 4 the whole square plus 16. I substituted this value. Now I will solve this. So 0.4 will be written as 4 times 0.3 over lambda minus 4. Now there is a bracket here. So if you do cross multiplication on left hand side, it will be 0.4 bracket lambda minus 4, that is equals to 1.2. So if I open this, 0.4 lambda minus 0.4 multiplied by 4 is 1.6, that is equals to 1.2. So if you solve it here, it will be 0.4 lambda is equal to 1.2 plus 1.6. That can be written as 0.4 lambda is equal to 2.8. So lambda is given by 2.8 over 0.4. So that will be equal to 7. So this gives you lambda is equal to 7. That will be your answer for lambda. Let's see one more example. Relative to an origin O, the position vector of A, B and C are minus 2i plus 7j, 2i minus 1j plus 6i plus lambda j respectively. Find the value of lambda when AC is equal to 17. Here the AC is the length AC. Find the value of lambda when ABC is a straight line. Find the value of lambda when ABC is a right angle. So let's solve the first part. So the part A, we will solve it first. Now they say that the length AC is equal to 17. To find out the length AC, I need to find out the vector AC first. So they gave us the position vector of A is given by minus 2, 7 in the form of a column vector. Position vector of B is given by 2 minus 1. The position vector of C is given by 6 lambda. Now I need to find out the vector AC first. So if I write down this vector in the form of a position vector form, this can be written as OC minus OA. So if I substitute the values here, OC will be 6 lambda minus OA will be minus 2, 7. So if I solve it, it will be 6 minus of minus 2 and it will be lambda minus 7. That is equals to 6 plus 2 and lambda minus 7. So that is equals to 8 lambda minus 7. Now I need to find out the length AC. That means I need to find out the modulus of AC. So the mod of AC is given by root of 8 square plus lambda minus 7 the whole square. So the length of AC is given by 17 to us. Let's substitute the value over here. So 17 is equal to root of 64 plus lambda minus 7 the whole square. Now if I have to eliminate the root, I have to take the square on both the sides. So let's do the square on both the sides. So 17 square is 289. That can be written as 64 plus lambda minus 7 the whole square. Now move this 64 on left hand side. It will be 289 minus 64, that is equals to lambda minus 7 the whole square. So if you subtract 289 minus 64, that will be 225 is equal to lambda minus 7 the whole square. Now I have to take the root of 225. So lambda minus 7 is equal to plus minus root of 225. So if you take the root of 225, that can be written as lambda minus 7 is equal to plus minus 15. So let's take it separately. Lambda minus 7 is equal to 15. This will be your first answer. Lambda minus 7 is equal to minus 15. That will be your second answer. Move this 7 on right hand side. On both the sides, it will be lambda is equal to 15 plus 7 and lambda is equal to minus 15 plus 7. So if I solve it, that will be equal to lambda is equal to 22 and here lambda is equal to negative 8. These are the two values of lambda you will get when you solve the question. Now, in the next part, they say that A, B, C are in a straight line. Now, if you suppose that the origin is here, they give you the vector OA is this one, the vector OB they gave you, and the vector OC they have given you here. Now, I will write down the position vector of OB vector by applying the triangle law in triangle OA and B. So that can be written as, so OB vector can be written as OA vector plus AB vector. Now I don't know at what ratio they will cut with AB with AC. So that means this can be written as OB vector can be written as OA plus AB can be written as K times of AC vector. So because I can't take the value lambda because lambda I already have in OC. So I took the another constant K. Now let's solve it here. So the vector OB is equal to OA plus K times of OC minus OA if you write down in the position vector form. Let's substitute the values here. It will be 2 minus 1 that is equals to minus 2 7 plus K times of OC vector 6 lambda minus of OA vector is minus 2 7. Let's solve that. So it will be 2 minus 1 is equal to minus 2 7 plus K times of 6 minus of minus 2 and lambda minus 7. So 2 minus 1 is equal to minus 2 7 plus K times of, it will be 8 and lambda minus 7. 2 minus 1 is equal to minus 2 7 plus 8K and K times of lambda minus 7. That can be written as 2 minus 1 is equal to minus 2 plus 8K 7 plus of K times of lambda minus 7. So I can compare the left hand side with I and J separately. So it will be written as 2 is equal to minus 2 plus 8K. This is my first equation. And minus 1 is equal to 7 plus K times of lambda minus 7. This is my second equation. So from the first equation, if I move this 2 on left hand side, it will be 2 plus 2 is equal to 8K. So 8K is equal to 4. So if I divide this with 8 on both the sides, so 8 will got cancelled from here and it will be 1 over 2. So the value of K is half. Now substituting this value of K in equation number 2. Let's put it back here. It will be minus 1 is equal to 7 plus half lambda minus 7. Now move this 7 on left hand side. It will be minus 1 minus 7. That is equals to half of lambda minus 7. So it will be minus 8 is equal to half lambda minus 7. Now move this 2 on left hand side. It will be minus 16 is equal to lambda minus 7. Move this 7 on left hand side. So it will be minus 16 plus 7. So lambda is equal to minus 9. That will be your answer for lambda in part B. Now let's see the third part here. Now they say that they are in the right angle. So let's plot the values here. The point A is given by minus 2 7 on the coordinate axis and the point B is 2 minus 1. Now the C coordinate has given as the I vector as 6 and the J vector I don't know. So if I draw the lines perpendicular at A and C, I am getting two values of C. First is here, second one is here. Now I know that these two lines are perpendicular to each other. So I will apply the slope form here. I will find out the slope of the line AB and then I will find out the slope of the line BC which is perpendicular to AB. So we will apply the normal formula here. So let's suppose that the point A is minus 2 7. This is considered as x1 y1. B is 2 minus 1 considered as x2 y2. So our slope m1 is given by y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So let's put back the values here. That will be minus 1 of minus 7 over x2 minus x1. This is 2 minus of minus 2. That is equals to minus 8 over 4. That is equals to minus 2. So this is m1. I need to find out the perpendicular line slope. So I know the formula m1 m2 is equal to minus 1. So from here m2 is equal to minus 1 over m1. So if I substitute the values here, it will be minus 1 over minus 2. So that is equals to half. So the perpendicular line slope is half. Now I have to write down the equation of a perpendicular line. So equation of the line passing through the point 2 minus 1, the point B, and the slope half is given by y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. So let's put back the values here. Y minus y1. Y1 is minus 1. M is equal to half. X minus x1 is equal to 2. So it will be y plus 1 is equal to half of x minus 2. So if I solve it here, if I do the cross multiplication on left hand side, it will be 2y plus 2 is equal to x minus 2. So move this 2 on right hand side. This will be 2y is equal to x minus 2 minus 2. Can be written as 2y is equal to x minus 4. Now, this equation of the line passes through the point C 6 lambda. So I'll substitute that value in that equation. So 2y is lambda is equal to x is 6 minus 4. So 2 lambda is equal to 2. So now divide this 2 on both the sides. You will get lambda is equal to 1. That will be your answer for the third part. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and leave a comment down below. Bye bye everyone.